It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And we're talking about one of the league's true extroverts in the quarterback position. For better or worse, he's going to throw the ball all over the field. And that aggressive approach is one of the main reasons why they went after him in free agency.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1.
Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. They'll be commanded by their 6'3" quarterback from Central Michigan, Cooper Rush.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year, wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
Here's Rush to throw. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, they turn to Ford. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Jameis to throw it. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Rush working from the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Rush. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Rush. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Now Winston. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, and the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Chauncey Golston gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Stiff, and I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. They find some open field here. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Looking for a bounce back, had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here. Already inside the red zone. Knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. They run with Ford. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing, Winston. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Hopkins on for the Browns field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Rush. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Rush. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. On the run, it's Dowdle. A solid stiff arm. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 64 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. throwing here. Rush. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Rush. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Dowdle is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. You talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This is Ford. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. He'll get this complete to Tillman. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Winston. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Dallas offense set for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A running play, it's Dowdle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rush. Pressure comes, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rush. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. On the ground, it's Ford. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and goal, Winston. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Chauncey Golston in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. And the Browns getting set to go. They will start this drive with Ford. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8.
At the 24-yard line.
Winston now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind current.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run on first down. Ford. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They work now on 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Winston. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3.
At the 50-yard line.
They run the counter. Ford. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. but you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out. And
the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Looking to throw. Rush. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Operating from the gun. Rush. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second down and 6 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back to throw again. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And running with power here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Winston. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Tua Tagovailoa, a touchdown pass in the victory. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Bo Nix, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's Rush to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Rush working from the gun. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They run here with Dowdle. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Called out a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Rush. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to throw. Rush. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Rush. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jonathan Mingo. from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns offense and Jameis Winston set to take over once more. The Browns drive about to get started. Here's Winston. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing, Winston. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Holding offense.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now a give right side. Ford. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long. Now Winston. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Cooper Rush getting set for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Winston. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 51-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense and running back Rico Dowdle headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing here, Rush. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Back to throw, Rush. And this one quickly to Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now 2nd and 9. Now Rush. Left side to Lamb. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Hands it off out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They run again with Dowdle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action. Winston over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Delay of game, offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try the left side. 4.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Browns on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll try the left side. 4. And he gets it down to the 32. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
That's another Browns 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted. They're going to try for it on fourth. Winston stays out there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Saw the linebacker, Damone Clark, coming through with a stop. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. Here's Winston. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 2. To throw is Rush. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First down, Cowboys.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Dallas, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.